Okay, so just wanted to produce this little video to explain how to use this spreadsheet. It's all about how you can understand opportunities better to work out what it is that you need to do to progress the business, to win the business. So it starts off with the first tab. The first tab is helping us to think about whether it really is an opportunity or not. Is this business that we want to go after? In this case, we've used the Scotsman mnemonic as a way to think about what opportunity looks like. So here we can think about the size. Is it worth it? Is it going to be enough business for us? Think about the competition. Who are we selling against? Are they more likely to win this? And then we could be totally wasting our time. Think about originality. Is this a good opportunity for us to show off innovation, to do something that's very, very different? Or is it something that we're good at, it's tried and tested, and it's something that'll be interesting as a result? Think about the timescale. Is it something that we can fulfill? Is it something that we are able to deliver? Or is it something that actually, if we tried to do it, we could get in a bit of a mess? Is it something where we can offer a full solution? Can we bring many working parts to what it is that we're going to do so that we can really stand apart rather than kind of treat the whole thing as a commodity? Is there budget, or will there be a way in which the client, the company can pay? Do we know how the decision is made? And ultimately, is there a need? Now, they might not have understood the need, they might not know about it yet. That could be our job. But is there something that we're there and we're able to help people with their struggles, help them with challenges or concerns that they've got? Once we've done this, we can start to be specific about what the opportunity actually is. So as well as thinking about who the account is and what the particular project is, we want to think about what's our single sales objective? What is it we're trying to achieve with this project? So this is a time to think about SMART objectives: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and with the appropriate time frame defined. Also useful to think about what sales history we might have had with a particular customer, if it is repeat business, so we can think about what's worked before, what we need to do and bear in mind. Now we come on to the decision-making unit. So this is where a lot of the work will be undertaken. Thinking about who we know, what do we know about them, and what is it that we don't know. So this becomes the known unknowns, or the challenges. When we don't know something, it becomes a challenge to us. Any box that we can't fill in, we want to flag up and make really obvious so that we can do something about it. Big red fill, something that's going to draw our eye to it. But otherwise, what we can do is we can work through thinking who the person is, what's their position, what's their job. Then we think about what's the role that they're playing with in the sale. So are they someone who's a user? They've got their hands on the actual project or the product or the service we're selling. Have they got a criteria they need fulfilling themselves? Is it a commercial criteria? Is it a technical criteria? Are they the economic buyer? The ultimate yes or no. We're not calling them a decision maker because everybody's coming together in the decision making unit to have some kind of influence on whether the decision is made or not. And the coach, somebody who's going to help us to work our way through the business and what it is we're trying to achieve. We now come to hotspots and key issues. So think of these as understanding from a very personal point of view what somebody's trying to achieve, or more from the business point of view. And we want to try and fulfill both. So hotspot, home, think of that. What is somebody like? Or what's a personal driver? Are they quite lazy? Are they quite ambitious? Do they want that easy life? Do they want to be promoted? Let's try and identify that. The key issue is what they're employed to do. What's the KPI? What's the business put them in place to try to achieve? Try to recognize this. Then we can think about whether they would support what we do or not. Are they on our side? Score them 10 to 1. 10, love us, would support us, they're with us, they want to use us. 1, hate us, they're against us. They'll probably try and pull away from us. And then think of what's the strength of the influence that they have. So would they be someone that's considered quite powerful? Is it someone who, when they say something, it's likely to go? Or is it somebody that doesn't have as much sway? These two numbers and thinking about what they are really start to help us decide whether somebody is an ambassador for this. Are they representing us in the company? Are they going to move us forward in the way that we want to be positioned? Are they somebody who might be totally against us? Are they opposing? Are they making life difficult? Maybe there's somebody who is influencing, but not necessarily in a proactive or negative way. Also useful to think about what is the personality style they have, so that when we're putting messages together, we can make sure that we're talking in the right way for them. We then want to start thinking about the competition. Who are we selling against? So here we can think about who the potential competition is, including do nothing, and including broader ways in which what it is people are trying to achieve could be done. Then think about what are the positives they have from the customer's point of view. Think about the negatives. Again, customer's point of view. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Then think about what is the likely approach your competition is probably going to make. How are they going to position themselves? What are they going to do? How are they going to sell? Because then we can set ourselves up to sell against that. By this stage, we could start to consider what position do we feel we're in. So this can be from the position of great. We're going to get this business. I'm very, very happy with it. Couldn't be better. Very, very confident. To it's okay. To actually, I'm quite worried that this is an account I have, but I reckon I'm going to lose it. Or I'm worried that we're just not going to get the business and we've wasted a lot of time and effort. Think about this. How do we feel about it? And what can we then start to do? And that's what these last set of tabs are about. So the summary of information is where we think about what is the stuff we now know and realize we don't know. So any challenge, any big red blob, that's going to go in as a something we need to do something about. It's automatically important information that we're lacking. We could then just start to consider the things that this whole thinking process has made us start to become aware of. So we come to the next section, which is all about what are the possible actions we could take. Every single possibility. Good idea to brainstorm with teammates on this so we get as many ideas as possible. Quantity, not quality at this stage. Use teach, tailor and take control as a way of thinking about, well, what can we actually do here? Teach, do we need to share information? Do we need to give more insights? Are there perspectives people are missing? Do they need to learn how to do things in a different way? Tailor, have we shown that we are right for them? Have we shown them we really understand them? Have we shown them that the way in which we can deal with this is a serious option? Take control. So is this something that we need to kind of move up the hierarchy? Are we talking to people at a senior enough level? Are there other things that we can do to help with the decision making that are going to play in our favor? Let's think of all the options that we've got before finally deciding what is it we are actually going to do. So going into the actions tab, we'll think about what is the action, who is going to undertake that action, how are we going to do that, and when is it going to be done. This page will start to give us then a clear roadmap, a clear idea of how we're going to need to progress to win the opportunity that we're using this whole kind of thinking to try to be successful in. I hope this is useful.